Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to SimCity 4. I hope you're having a wonderful day because the people of Newtville are certainly having a pretty good day. We have a population of 18,500 people. We do have a positive income, albeit, about $900. And we have just gone ahead, or rather, I have just gone ahead before I started recording. I've gone ahead and built this little square into here for some new industrial zoning that I think is going to be super important for that area because we do have some industrial demand. So what this does is lets us get some new factories in. Those factories are looking like they might be a bit cleaner than some of the ones we have over here, which is probably for the best. And adding those in has actually brought the residential demand up a little bit as well, which is super, super good. That's exactly what we want to be seeing. So let's go ahead and see if we can get... Oh, what is this? Fight fires from above. New facilities are offered. Our firefighters do a fine job, but you must understand how difficult their job is. With each alarm, they must navigate our busy city streets and then fight towering flames from below. They say that any mayor with a heart would understand their desire for a new facility that would allow them to drop water on other flame retardants from a plane. Grant them this wish and build them a fire department landing strip. Our firefighters will be walking on air. I mean, I could, but putting one of those right in the heart of the city doesn't seem like a very good idea, so I'm not gonna. What I would like to do, though, is maybe just go ahead and start working on a new residential space just over here. So what I'm gonna do is just try and count this again, because it has been a couple of days since I last recorded the... It's been a couple of days since I recorded the first 2 episodes. I have since gone to London and played a lot of Halo Wars 2, so I've had a busy time since I recorded those other episodes. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 by 10, I remember. So the inside bit is 8 by 10, so in that case we want 10 by 12, basically. So we need to go like that. And then that's 1... Actually, I can just measure it like this, can't I? So it goes over like that. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then 9 would go to there. And then that should be the correct size for this kind of zoning, which is what we want to do. So that's going to come over to there. Yeah, that lines up beautifully. That's going to come over to there. And we connect those through like that. Then we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then we just connect everything together through here as well. And hopefully that's gonna work out the way I want it to. What I think I would like to do is maybe connect that to that road out there. I kind of want to connect that out to there as well, to be honest, even though that is going to create a bit of a through road for this space, and I might have even said in the previous episode, I'm going to be honest, don't quite remember, I might have specifically said that I don't want to create through roads like that, and I will admit, I don't, but I think for the convenience of these districts, that's going to have to just be a thing that we do. Now let's go ahead and bring an avenue over from, let's see, about there. So from there, we go straight across and connect that up, and then maybe just bulldoze that little bit there. And we could actually go ahead and just do that. And we'll see what happens with that. That might become a problem for traffic. If it does, we can totally fix it, but I'm not too worried about it at the moment. What I would like to do is maybe look into some high-density residential and see if that's a thing that, that we can do. So that would be... Oh, what way do I do this? Have I done this wrong? I feel like I might have done this wrong. No, I haven't. I haven't done it real well. I've done that wrong, but I realized the mistake I've made. So what we need to do is, if I remember correctly, 4, 4, 4, 4, and then 4 in the middle like that. Although that zoning is a little bit too big. So we want to go ahead and just dezone that and throw in the zoning just there. So that's the way this needs to work. Beautiful. In case you happen to forget how that worked from the previous episode, the way I did, there you go. There's a bit of a reminder. Now let's just... Oh, I realize I'm doing this and the residential demand has actually gone away. which is a bit of an issue. There is that industrial demand though, so we can do something about that. We can totally build ourselves a new industrial zone. And something I'm considering, something I might actually do in this episode, is go and find another city. Find a neighboring city and connect it up to this one. Because if I do that, what I can do is have that city deal with all of the industrial demand. Because it can just be an industrially focused city, which might not be a bad idea. So we'll certainly see what happens. And I'm thinking that, I mean, do I have money coming in? I do. I have over 1,000 coming in. So I think I might go ahead and add a couple of parks here. We could get a basketball court to this area, which I don't think would be a terrible thing to do, but I kind of want a bigger one. Is there anything I can get, like a tennis court? It's not any bigger at all. We could go for a soccer field, which is actually a reasonable size. So let's throw a soccer field in there. Why not? Get that into that space, and that'll hopefully, you know, cheer people up a little bit. We do need to get water beneath these roads, so let's just run some pipes sort of around the boundaries of this place. Then if we just connect all that up, that didn't necessarily work perfectly, but, you know, it was pretty close. So there we go. That looks all right. This industrial area over here is going to need a little bit of water, but we can totally do that. So just bring that through to there, and bring it down to there. And let's see if we can actually get this industrial demand to go away completely, because it would be really nice if we could. Because doing that, we would manage to get a lot of people interested in, well, anything but industrial zoning, really. So we'll connect all of that up and see what happens. And we'll go ahead and just zone. I'm going to build some high-density industry. I'm just going to do that and see what happens. And see if that actually manages to build up. Because if it does, then great. If it doesn't, we'll just change the zoning in a second to something else. Now let's speed the game up a little bit. It doesn't really... Oh, no, it is building. So those are some large factories, which is good. There is still agricultural demand, which is a little bit unfortunate, but we should be all right. Little bit of residential popping in there, which is nice to see. A little bit of commercial popping up as well, which is also nice to see. If we fly down here, yeah, some buildings have actually cropped up as well, which is absolutely beautiful stuff. But of course, we do still have demand for industry, and I'm thinking that might be tied to education. I really am. I'm thinking that is probably tied to education, because the education level is kind of middle of the road, and is looking like it's getting worse. Now, what street? This street's having problems. There's nothing I can do about that, and I'm not interested in doing anything about it either. So, yeah, let's have a look at our budget. We're making some good money. Let's have a look at education. We have an elementary school, don't we? I'm pretty sure we have an elementary school somewhere. I also think we do have a high school as well. Can I have a look at a graph for education again? If we look at the time scale, education has been on the rise for a while, but it's sort of gone down a bit recently. So maybe we do need higher forms of education. Maybe another elementary school is not the way to do it. But I just don't know. I don't even know what the elementary school looks like. I'm going to be completely honest. That's it right there. So if we have a little look at the elementary school. Yeah, it's not full of students, and the grades are fine. So maybe we do need to get something like a city college, which is 1,000. Jeez, 1,000 per month. That's expensive, but apparently has very good coverage and would fit in there perfectly, which is tempting. It's just very, very expensive. If we have a look at the details on the city college, what does it tell us? Student capacity of 7,000, educates young adults. I'm going to take the risk. I am going to take that risk. I've had to listen to a certain section of our populace complain about the lack of academic quality in our public schools, and they're threatening to move their kids and their tax dollars out of Newtville unless we allow them to build a private academy of their own. I mean, it doesn't cost me anything, so sure. It's a school for free? Why would I ever say no? There you go, there's your private academy. Enjoy. And we have put it right beside the We have it right beside, you know, what looks to be a relatively wealthy neighborhood. Oh, we're so rich living in this neighborhood right in the heart of the city. I like to imagine that's what rich people sound like. I wouldn't really know, to be honest. Pretty big demand for commercial there. Low wealth commercial, admittedly, but still some pretty big demand. Maybe we start filling in more areas with zoning. Although we don't really have the room to do it, do we? I mean, we could around here, but I can't imagine these guys are going to be keen on some low wealth commercial. Although we could find out. Let's do medium density commercial and see what happens. Let's just go like this or something and throw it in there. How do I get, there's how I get rid of the roads. I don't really want to zone that on the avenue though, do I? I mean, I could, but it doesn't seem like a very good idea. Especially since all of this zoning over here, yeah, it was specifically put on the inner roads. You know what? I'm not going to start mixing districts yet. I'm going to just throw some more high-density residential in here. Just sort of like that. And we'll just sort of fill up the space around these districts, leaving a little bit of a gap on the avenues there, as opposed to just filling everything up. Now, this bit can go a little bit bigger because we have a bit more space on this side. So go a bit like that, and go a bit like that. How do I rotate this? That's not it either. That's also not it. How do I get this to, Okay, that doesn't want to work. We'll just do that then. So that's fine. This particular avenue is having trouble. Well, I mean, it's kind of like the major entrance to a lot of places, so that's kind of going to happen. That's kind of the way things are going to work. Now, what is your complaint? That, to me, looks like a we don't have somewhere to... No job, yeah. So that's fine. So we do actually need more commercial in the city. So let's go ahead and get that. Let's bring an avenue down to here. And let's just connect it straight through. Why not? So connect that straight through to there. Bring this one down and connect it straight through to there. And maybe we bring a road across like that. So that'll be fun. Look, I know there's problems with the stretch of road, mate. Can you stop? Can you and your shiny bald head just get out of my face for 5 minutes? It's just getting annoying. Seriously, you're blinding me. To any of my bald viewers, I would like to stress that that is a joke. If you're new around here, I tend to make fun of a lot of things, mostly Scottish people, and that is actually true. If you've ever seen any of my live streams, I don't know why, but I tend to. It's not so much Scottish people as the Scottish accent. I don't know. It's not me like seriously poking fun either. Like I have an appreciation for this. Sounds like this sounds like someone that says, "Look, I'm not being this, but here's my ridiculous opinion." No, what I'm saying is, I have a deep appreciation for the Scottish accent in comedy. I think the Scottish accent is one of the best accents for comedy. And I'm not saying the accent's funny, because I live in Northern Ireland. I don't feel like I have the right to say that any accent is funny. But when used in comedy, I think it's brilliant. Like, I really, really think it's a brilliant accent for comedy. That's what I'm getting at. I'm just gonna stop talking, man. Well, I'm not gonna stop talking, but I'm gonna stop talking about this, because it sounds like I'm trying to justify a really crappy opinion. And that's not what I'm trying to do, so we're just gonna move on, and we're just gonna have a good time, just gonna play SimCity. That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm here to do. I'm not here to offend the Scots. I mean, like I said, I'm from Northern Ireland. I naturally offend myself by existing. And unfortunately, we have just had a massive influx of commercial zoning there, which has brought up the demand for residential zoning quite nicely. In terms of money, I'm actually making quite a bit. But I'm realizing we don't really have any more than like one fire truck in the city. So I'm going to get a large fire station, which has some pretty good coverage. We also do need to get more policing, I reckon, but I can get a large fire station into one of these spaces over here. I think I'll throw it like there. Yeah. Large fire station there should do a pretty good job. We are going to need policing, because we don't currently have any of that. So a small police station right in the heart of the city seems like it might be a good idea. So right there seems like a good spot for it. Obviously not an ideal location, but it should be fine. We don't have healthcare either. I do feel like we can afford $1,200 a month, though. 1,200 simoleons, sorry. Let's dispatch some fire trucks. We now have 3 available. I'll send all of them. There we go. So as you can see, they are well on their way. For some reason, it sent the ones down here rather than the one up there, but whatever. Yeah, let's go ahead and see if we can get some decent healthcare into the city. Wait, do I have? I do have healthcare. Oh, God, no, I didn't want to place you there. When did I place that? When did I place that? Did I place that recently? I could swear it wasn't showing me having healthcare in the city before. Oh yeah, my budget's still the same. Maybe I did. Maybe I'm just a dum-dum. So education's actually okay. In terms of all of this, like, we can get the university with a monthly cost of $1,500, provides a wealth of knowledge to Sims. Very expensive though, and very big. So maybe I'm not going to do that just yet, because I'm Newton idiot. What we do need, though, is more residential zoning, sorry. Also more industrial zoning. So I think I'm actually going to do the industrial zoning first, so that we can go ahead and really ramp up that demand for residential and commercial zoning. So what I'm going to do is sort of connect some roads through like that. And no rooms in jails. Don't worry, we're gonna get some more jails. We're gonna have the best jails. We have the best jails. Don't worry. Believe me, we have. Why did I do that? Hold up a minute. Hold up a minute. Just pause. Just get rid of that. There we go. Just get rid of that. Just connect. Nope. Connect that back up, and that comes down from there. Much better. Let's go ahead and do this kind of thing. Let's go ahead and do this kind of thing. And let's connect through like that as well. Maybe not the best design, but I'm sure I can make it work. We're just gonna slam a bunch of... we're just gonna slam that like button is what we're gonna do. Now, we're just gonna chuck a bunch of industrial zoning into that space. As for this space in here, no idea what we're going to do with that, but hopefully this additional industrial zoning will bring a bunch of demand for more houses, more shops, just more everything, really. It's kind of what we're gunning for. It's kind of what we're slamming for. Is maybe what I should start saying. I should just start saying that at the start of every video. Hey, welcome to SimCity 4, guys. Don't forget to slam that like button if you want to see more. You know, I can't really complain about that. I ask people at the end of videos, you know, like the video if you liked it, and on top of that, I get, you know, I understand why people are like, oh, like the video, because it actually does help. It's not just, oh, help my ego. Like, it is legitimately like YouTube is going to push the video a bit more if it's got more likes. It's just the way it works. Anyway, enough of that. Let's get ourselves another power plant. We're going to go for the coal one because it is still really efficient. And we can throw it just right in there once we dezone the landfill, which I think I can do. Yeah, there we go. So no more landfill in there. Coal power plant just there. And honestly, I guess more industrial zoning. Might as well just get more industrial zoning in there. If we speed up the game a little bit, we should see, yeah, these areas over here are filled in super quick. The demand for residential zoning is way up there. And the demand for industrial is actually down there a bit, which is good to see. I'm actually quite happy about that. So, you guys don't have any road connections. That's fine. You're never gonna because of the fire station. But that seems all right by me. I will say, I'm actually kind of happy with this. What have we got here? So what is this? Excellent news, Mayor. Everywhere I turn, I run into citizens who loudly laud every achievement of your leadership. It seems the whole city is mesmerized by your charms and your cunning city management. Hollywood has been trying to get you on the line, but I'm fielding too many calls from other mayors desperate to know your secrets. Walk tall, Mayor. Walk tall. I shall. I shall. Okay, so, I guess we just need more residential space in here at this point. Like, that is legitimately just what we need, really. So, I think I'm gonna just... you know what I'm gonna do, actually, before we get the residential space? I'm gonna get a new form of public transport. We need to get some subway stations. We really do. We need to get some subway stations in here. So I want one... No, you know what we're gonna do? You know what we're gonna do? We are gonna get the tunnels in here first. And then we'll kind of work it out. So the subway tunnels, I actually kind of just want them to go like... Oh, I don't know. I don't really make... you don't make the lines in this yourself, so I think I can get away with sort of doing this kind of thing. And then, like, doing an angled one, sort of across or something. I don't know. Let's start with this. Let's start with, subway tunnels that sort of run around like this. Basically copying what I did in the Tornado Country. What is this? We've managed to build two completely... I know. I don't want to have one big network. Basically, I'm going to copy what I did in Tornado Country. The City Skylines Natural Disasters series. And I'm going to make some independent loops for the metro lines here. And my thinking is that in doing this, what we do is create a system where people are going to be like, yo, I'm going to get on this, transfer to another line, and go from there. And I will be honest, I don't have a clue if that's actually going to work, because I don't really know what the AI in this game is like. I haven't a clue. So this might not work, is what I'm getting at. This could fail miserably. But it's going to be exciting either way. So, let us begin with some stations. So, we need a subway station to go, I guess, there. Yeah, that works. So, one subway station there. We'll get one there. There. And that's fine. Then there. And I can't get one on that side, so I can't put it there either. So, then there. We'll get one... already occupied by what? Did I place that building? I must have. That's a high school. That's a regular building, so we'll throw it just in there. And we'll throw another one there. And we'll see what happens. People might start using the subway, and they might not. It's difficult to know, really. As for this space over here, I mean... Similar story, really. Just throw a bunch of these in. See what happens. See if it grows. See if it doesn't. I'm curious to find out. Couple of stops around there. Honestly, we probably do want a much more sort of refined subway system than what I'm putting in here. This probably isn't at all remotely useful for SimCity 4. But I'm curious. I'm curious to see if it might work. So we need some stops done here as well. So let's see. Let's get one in there. Let's get one on the corner there. We can get one by this train station, which is probably a good idea. Get one there, and there's one sort of along there somewhere as well, so that'll be fine. As for this area down here, I mean... I really don't know, man. Did that even connect? I don't think that one connected. I don't even know if that one connected, to be honest. Can I bulldoze you? There we go. So that bulldozed you, that's fine. I did not want to do that. Really didn't want to do that at all. So that's got to be connected, right? That's got to be... If I look at like the tunnels, yeah, that's right on one. That's fine. Okay. So there's like a tunnel going under there. That is connected. That's fine. That's connected. That's probably connected. That's connected. And that'll be fine, probably. Okay. I'm not going to bother placing any more stops for a while until I see if this works or not. Barely enough water. Oh, yeah, no. Wow, look at that spike. Jesus. So we do need more water. That's for sure. We're making some pretty good money, so we can probably afford to get ourselves a decent amount of it. So we'll get some more pumps. We'll throw one just there. And that'll probably help a lot of the water problems. We do have demand for sort of everything at the moment, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just build another avenue going down to there. And I kind of feel like making this area pretty much as dense as I can possibly get it. So what I think I'm going to try is a one-way system. And if you've watched me play City Skylines, which I'm going to be honest, most of you probably have. Well, actually, in saying that, I have recently discovered there's a reasonable number of people that don't actually watch my City stuff at all. Which, I mean, I've got nothing wrong with that. It's just a bit strange because it's kind of a series that I'm, I guess, most known for. Either way, doesn't matter. What I want to do here is basically just connect as... oh, careful. I want to connect as much of this up as I possibly can. And have this one-way road going around the whole thing. That, I reckon, might be a reasonable enough way to handle traffic in here. And I can also get this area to be, like I said, as dense as humanly possible. So, let us begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so 7. That'll give me a nice big stretch there. 1, 2, 3... Oh, hello, what is this? You want to give me another statue? Okay, sure, put it there. Let's get back to counting then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that comes across there. Just like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that comes across there. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Comes across there. Now, obviously, those roads are very, very close together. Not really too worried about that, if I'm honest. Shouldn't be too much of an issue. So, yeah, I can probably make that work. Let's, I could detail it with like a street in there or something. Oh, apparently no, I can't. Interesting. All right, whatever. Not too worried about that. What we'll do then is just go ahead and get as much zoning as we can. So what I want to do is begin with something like that. Then something like that. And just back-to-back, fairly high-density zoning in all of these spaces. So, why is that one doing that? That one was being very weird with the zoning. That one too. I don't know why some of these have done like big blocks for zoning and some of them haven't. But I don't think it's going to make too much of a difference. So that is just a huge area for residential zoning. And my plan is that that will hopefully... no, I don't want to connect that to the region. My plan is that that will hopefully do some real good stuff. Let's bring a pipe through the middle like that. And a pipe through the middle like that. And I guess along there and along there. Alright, now if we speed the game up a little bit, this area will probably grow fairly quickly. Or not. No, there we go. Oh, hello. What's this? Somalian levels plummet. Do they, though? In the past year, I spent much more than we brought in. Did I, though? I feel like I didn't. Let's see. Mayor, the latest reports show that there's been a considerable decline in education levels. Has there? Ooh, yeah, there has. I mean, yeah, we can fix that. This particular avenue's having trouble. I don't care. I really don't. I really don't care, mate. Just get your shiny bald head out of here. Yeah, it does oh, wow, look at this. Wow, that plummeted. All right. Maybe this should be a shared area then. Might be worth turning this into a... gonna need more jails. Yeah, we'll do that in a minute. Let's turn that into a one-way road and... Oh, get lost. Turn that into a one-way road as well. this street. I don't care. I can't do anything about it anyway. Let's get a jail. Let's get me a city jail. Prisoner capacity 1,000. Look, mate, I'm working on it. He just likes to pop up and be like, hey, you're building that jail yet? I am. Yeah. All right. Settle down. Let's send some trucks to deal with that fire. That's hopefully going to solve all of our problems. This area down here, I'm thinking we're going to do some shared zoning. I think it's going to be our first shared zoning district. So, D-zone all of that. Then we go in with some high-density commercial, just like that, and just like that. And we'll see what happens. That area is probably going to fill up pretty quickly. Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. That was certainly pretty quickly. Now, I'm hoping that the one-way roads here are actually going to do some good things. I really, really am also hoping we can get this area filled up with residential zoning. That would be quite nice. Oh, no, residential zoning's back. So this area should fill up eventually, right? Yeah, there we go. Oh, wow. I love seeing that. That's like my favorite thing with this game. Like, other city builders don't have like this mass growth of your district and your zones. They take their time. I like that this one's like, hey, you've got zoning, here you go. Yeah, I do kind of like that. I do kind of like that. We've got some strong demand for industry. I mean, we do, yeah. Not really sure what you want me to do about that, to be honest, but, sure. I'll throw a little bit of industrial zoning just in there. I guess I could probably throw a bit of industrial zoning sort of just there as well. See what happens. Bring it right up to the edge there. And, I mean, that just sort of filled things up a bit, didn't it? We'll go to here and sort of bring some zoning up to there as well. Oh! Water pollution. Okay. Yeah, our water sources just got real close to pollution. Right. We need to pause everything. Because me water sources need to be moved. Urgently. I know there's a lack of public water. I mean, there shouldn't be. Technically, there shouldn't be any lack of public water because technically the game is paused. So technically, everyone still has water. But whatever. Let's throw some water pumps just there, there, and there. And then we connect to there. So now there shouldn't really be any problem. We should now have water. Correct? Correct? Looks like people are getting water back. Slowly. Yeah, there we go. And there's a fire. Alright. Let's send the trucks out again. I do love dispatching those. That's a lot of fun. I don't know why. Don't know why it's fun, but it is. Oh man, look at this area. This filled up nice and quickly. The one-way roads are working, I guess? I mean, traffic's flowing around them, so I guess technically, yeah, they're working. Whether or not the traffic's flowing well, I don't know, but I mean, it's certainly flowing. There's a lot of it, which I like to see. So yeah, I guess the traffic's flowing. I guess it's moving. Who knows? I kind of don't, because the way the cars are simulated in this is interesting. They don't always turn off, and sometimes they just appear and disappear, so it can be a bit weird. But either way, ladies and gents, I reckon I'm going to leave it there for today. I'd say we've made a pretty good dent at filling up this this tile. There have been a few people in the comments on at least the first episode anyway, that were saying they would love to see me fill up the region on this map, the entire map that we have. I might do that. I'm not going to promise that I'll do that, but I can see me sticking with SimCity 4 for a little while. So thank you kind of for watching. If you've got any feedback or anything like that, do feel free to leave it in the comments below. Like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you disliked it, and don't forget to share it on social media. I would really appreciate that. And with that in mind, once again, thank you kind of for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!